Hi guys, it's Bunny, and today I thought I would show you guys how I did the cute like little kawaii anime cheek look. I posted on my Instagram and I asked if people wanted to see a tutorial. They were like, heck yeah, it's adorable, so we're going to be doing a tutorial today. Obviously, do your base however you normally do. I'm going to be using up the ordinary foundation. You can see like there's very little left. I really liked this foundation. I haven't repurchased it, but it's a really nice foundation for like just normal wear. It's quite full coverage, but it's not super full coverage. I also want to mention, before I put a little bit more on, one, my skin isn't doing that well at the moment. It's like super extra textured, and also I don't use concealer, so if you want to use concealer, please do. This is just how I do it. I just can't be bothered to buy another thing as like a kind of extra step. I'd prefer just like putting a little bit extra foundation where I need it. But obviously you can do what you need in your routine. Also, the walls are really thin in my house, so if you hear like anyone walking or talking, please don't mind that. I've just kind of like got some thin walls, and there's a lot of people upstairs at the moment. A lot of people. There's two other people that like are here. My foundation looks really bad, and I'm hoping you can't actually pick up on it, but the texture there is horrible. My acne has been getting a lot worse. I've got quite a few like the spots. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. The next thing that I do is I powder my face. I won't be showing you the powder that I'm using because it isn't cruelty free. I've had this like a really long time, and I finally decided, you know what, I'm just going to use it up. But yeah, any powder will work. I actually really like the MUA Pro Base one. That also gives you a little bit extra coverage, which is really nice. This is just like a white translucent powder. Well, it says it's translucent, but it is more of a white. But yeah, any powder that you like. Just not this one. Okay, so now we're done with powder. We're gonna do eyebrows next. I'm gonna do those off camera. So the most important part of this look is a blush. I'm gonna be using Kiko's Smart Blush in 11, and I might pop into a few shades from this Vivid palette from W7, like that bright pink shade just there. And I use this brush. It's from Studio London, but any like blush or bronzer brush or whatever this is will do. And you want to put a lot on, so I'm going to start with this one obviously, and then we'll see how high we go. We also want to bring it onto the eyelids, so don't worry if it's a bit messy. I'm so bad at opening things. Also, I'm not very good at tutorials, so I'm sorry if this doesn't make much sense. But yeah, we're just going to put it on our cheeks up here, just like this, which is... We're going to blend it all around, and this is going fully over the face, so it doesn't matter if you get it too far this way. You just don't want it to go too far down. And trust me, I get it too far down all the time, so it's okay if you do, but it's not going to look like the best it can, but like it's fine. No, I like to fully put it into the hairline, as you can see here, because it kind of gives my like hair a little bit of a pink tint, but also it means that it's fully just going in right there, so it's not like got that white gap that you can see normally occurs. You just put it up. I'm not contouring in this, but I will be contouring my nose when we get to that part of my face, but I'm not doing that right now, so it's fine. When I say blush, I mean like... It would work if you had more of like a bubblegum type pink. I don't have that shade. If anyone knows any palettes that have like a really nice bubblegum, bright, kind of like a pastelish pink, I really want a shade like that in my collection because that would be so good as like a blush shade. Also, this makeup look isn't going to look as good today as it did last time I did it. My face is very, very angry, as I said when I was doing my base. It's very angry at me at the moment, so it's not going to look that great, but it will probably look a lot better on you if you recreate this than it will on me right now. So we are just bringing some of the shadow up to the nose. We aren't putting it on the nose yet because this is where we're going to contour our nose. I use typically a couple of shades. I'll either use a paler tan kind of eyeshadow that's just a bit darker than my skin tone, or this took me so long to find. I have the Sculpting Touch Creamy Stick Contour from Kiko. I have quite a few things from Kiko, and it's in the shade 201. I got the darker shade. It looks very drastic compared to my skin tone, I know. However, the other shade or shades were very warm toned, and this one feels a little bit more like a contour shade to me. I don't know if that's just me, but also it blends out really nicely, so it's not actually that harsh. I have powder on my face, so it may not look as good, but you can just use powder contour. And then I use this brush, which I think is from the Annie MUA Lunar Beauty palette. Possibly, but yeah, just any brush like this. It kind of comes with palettes. I think like the Anastasia brushes might be like this as well. It's just really good for like the nose. I'm gonna try and show you. So what I do is I get it kind of like a bit up, and then I go like this, and I just do that, and then I kind of push it a little bit more inwards when I continue doing that, and then I do it on the other side. So the first line is a little bit outwards normally, and then I can try and like do it properly, and then I just go under the nose like this, boop boop boop, and then like boop, And I want to make this like tip of my nose super tiny. I don't know why, but I just do, and then boop. Like that. You can bring it higher up, but normally I do that with a brush and lower down. That's kind of what the brush does. And then you just kind of blend it up and down until it kind of fades out. I did powder first, which can be a mistake, but I mean, it's not too bad of a mistake because it does even blend once it's powdered down. It works on matte foundations. It's just I really like it. I really like this contour stick. It's my favorite contour that I have. I used to contour with a grey colour when I first started contouring. Well, no, I started with like this really shit brown, which was alright, I guess, and then I started using a grey because it gave me that cool tone look and it didn't actually look too bad on my skin tone. But you know, this is what I like. I hate warm bronzy contours personally, but yeah, I like this. I also use, I don't know what the palette is, but I have a palette from Essence, which is really fucking old, and they used to do this my must-haves thing where you could get like blushes, you could get any kind of like circle, like an eyeshadow pan type thing of any kind of colour that they had, and you could make your own type of palette with it, which I still have and I still use. I also have a video coming up soon. I do need to find or buy a couple of products for it. I want to do like a full face of makeup under £5, which is kind of cheaty because the one item I can't find one for under a £5 that I own is foundation. However, on the Beauty Bay website, both the Conceal and Hydrate and the ordinary foundation that I use today, which I have now just made a whole mess of and wasted some product, are both on sale for just under £5 on the Beauty Bay website in the darker shades. But I mean, it's kind of cheaty because like my shade isn't that, but like some shades are. I don't know. What do you think? Because I really want to do that video, but I'm not sure what shades I can use, you know? So yeah, sorry, I've spent so long contouring my nose. But I kind of do that and I build it up until it's quite dark because then I'll powder over it again. Well, normally I powder over it the first time, but I kind of forgot. So yeah, we're going to contour over it and over it. It does look quite extreme, but we can either put like our beauty blender over it quickly, or we can just put a little bit extra powder on it and it looks fine since it is a translucent powder, which is basically just white. That's where we're going to go with the contour. It is quite dark, but I don't mind it being too dark. We can also, I just want to show you, if it's too dark and you're like, wow, that's too harsh of an edge, blend it out of the edge a little bit more and it will look a little bit more natural. So like that. I blended it a little bit and it looks more natural that way. And you can kind of buff the edges. I don't like having a harsh line on the tip of my nose, but yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. And then we will highlight it later to make it look a little bit better. But we're going to go back in with our blush. Wow, who would have guessed that I'm obsessed with fucking blush? Alright, so we're going to go with a little bit more blush. Just like boop, 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 like that. Just like that, and then we're going to actually be able to bring it onto our nose now, which is going to be good. We're just going to take what's left over at first, because when we blush our nose, we still want to do it in like a really gentle way so we don't disturb the contour too much. But also, when I do blush on my nose, that's also a reason why I have a lot heavier contour, because the blush is going to overpower the contour in some way. It's also why I haven't contoured my face, is because the blush is going to overpower it and it may look a little bit just muddy, which I'm not really into. Normally I will like kind of maybe do both, but yeah. So we are going to go with a bright pink in a minute. This, I think I just used this shade in the original look, but I want to make it one step better. I want to make it just fucking stupidly good. Stupidly pink, stupidly grey, and then we can go in with the eyes properly. But yeah, also don't worry if it's too high up. We aren't going for like fucking white eye bags today. We are going for pink wherever the fuck it is, and we love it. So yeah, that's kind of all I'm going to do with that shade. We're going to go onto the eyes, do a little bit there, and then we're going to go back onto the cheeks because we are never done with the cheeks. We're going to be using that blush shade as a transition shade for our brighter pink. And we're going to be doing something really fun that I didn't do in the last look, which I hope it will be fun at least. I'm kind of mixing some looks together that I've done recently. So this is what the brush looks like. It's really fucking dead. It's called 251 Eye Crease and Contour Brush. I think this is really old from like Primark though, so you won't be able to find this exact one, but any look just like a fluffy fucking brush. Also, I only use fluffy brushes. I know it's bad. I need to get actual brushes soon that aren't just like, oh, fluff, fluff, fluff. What I do is I always pat this down because I don't properly powder my eyelids. Then we just go boop, boop, boop. I remember blushes don't have the same kind of pigment that an eyeshadow does, so you always need to remember that you do have to work with a blush a little bit better, but also blushes kind of have the best pinks in my opinion. typically. They have the most natural looking pinks. They have just like softer pinks. So yeah, a lot of the time when I used to do pink eyeshadow, it was always a blush. I used the strawberry one from I Heart Revolution. I was going to use that today, but like I found it. I was like, oh, I'm not going to use it. And then I went back to try and find it, and I couldn't find it fucking anywhere. Even though it's where I left it. And we're just going to bring that under the eye as well. We don't care about how far down it goes, remember? Because it just connects. It connects with this. So yeah, bring it as far out as you want, because you want it to be like all fucking connected like that. I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing. I wish I could zoom in, but like when you have an iPhone, it doesn't let you zoom in unless you're using the back camera. And I don't use the back camera because then I don't know if it stops recording or something. But yeah, we're just gonna whoop, 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 like that. You just want it to look like that, kind of like you got sunburn all over and then your eyes are really fucking sore because of it. That's kind of the look that I go for. I go for sunburn chic. Is that even a fucking thing? Oh, I'm going back to work soon. I think when this video goes up, I'll have like less than a week before I go back to work. So I'll be going back to work earlier than the shops reopen, just so we can kind of set everything up, that kind of stuff. That looks really good. That looks quite good. We're gonna do that. Okay. And then since we are using an eyeshadow brush, we can just bring it onto the tip of the nose. We can do a little bit more detail work on the nose, which is like I really like about looks like these where I'm doing pink all over. You can detail the nose so well. So I'm going to do it like that. I don't know how well you can see what I'm doing. So we are going to go in with the bright pink. This is from the Vivid palette. It looks like that. The one at the bottom's a little bit muddy because I keep getting purple in it. But yeah, we're going to go in with this shade right here to start with. So boop boop on the brush. Bright pink. Boop. You see that? Not really. Like what the fuck? That's such a good pink. It's so sad when you accidentally dip in the wrong colour though. So the transition shade's not really necessary because you know what we're going to do? We're going to blend it out. I'm also using the other side of the brush, which hasn't really got much pigment on, to kind of just blend it. I don't know. Boop, 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 boop. God, it's so fun. I'm going to bring some of that bright pink onto the nose as well, just under, boop, boop, boop. And look at that, look at that. Okay, that's really powdery. But what I like about this is it elevates the nose. It kind of contours the nose in a pink, which is really cool because not only does it make the nose look a little bit higher up, but it also makes the nose look pink, which is really cool. I will be blending it out a little bit more in a minute, but I'm just trying to boop, boop. There we go. Like, bring that extra fucking pink there. There we go. I'm kind of just dotting it on like you would fucking, like, foundation. Oh, hello, that was some hair in my eye. And then we just blend it. Let me blend. I'm actually going to go in with my blender just a little bit and boop the tip of the nose because it is a little bit intense. Even for me, I know, even for me. There we go. But yeah, this looks so much like pinker and cuter and just better. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm absolutely in love with the way that I'm doing this. I'm so happy I've changed it a little bit. Then we are going to go in with the white eyeliner. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is a cut crease type thing on my eye. So you just want to do a wing. There we go. You do like a wing and then you kind of go where your crease is and then you can just do that. You can do it in any order you want from like wing to this. But like just like that. So it's above your crease, the little white line, and then you can bring it down. Doop. You can't even see what I'm fucking doing, but you just bring it down like there. And then you bring it up. And then you bring it across to where it'll meet up with your wing. I am going to do that off camera though, because this is really hard to do. Okay, so I've kind of done this kind of shape. It'll look a little bit better in a minute because I'm going to take this pink shimmer shade that's just up here and I'm going to put that all over the lid where I've kind of cut the crease. But yeah, I'm just going to boop 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 all of this over. It's kind of like a glitter. This is always like an eyeshadow topper. That's how I have to kind of explain it. It's really fucking soft and smooth and like creamy and that. But yeah, I really fucking like it. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, I'll be doing that. And then I'll come back on camera when I've got that done. I'll put lashes and mascara in that on as well. Okay, so I've actually decided against wearing lashes today. However, if you want to know the lashes I was wearing in the photo, they were from Meggie Lashes. I think in the style Big Ass Ho. But yeah, I thought I kind of want to show off the white eyeliner a little bit more this time. And I put some of that, one of the highlight shades on. This glitter at the top on my inner corners. I will be honest with this palette, the glitters do get really bad hard pan, which is kind of a little bit of an issue with wearing them. But yeah, I thought I would do some other little bits. So I'm actually going to blend this down a little bit, just so I've got a little bit more of a pink nose, because I feel like it looks a little bit weird. But yeah, you can kind of see that glitter. I will be putting another shade on top of it though. So first we do a little freckle on the nose. So here, what you actually want to do, instead of drawing like a heart shape like that, you just want to do that. So I'll just show you how to do that quickly. I'll try and like move close as I can. So you go like boop, and then boop. And then you can like clean it up after that, because then it means that you don't get like a weird shape. I do this look is I go like boop, 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 and then I go boop, boop, boop. So we're gonna go in with this, and we're gonna hope this turns out well, because I did fuck up the first time that I did this. So line 1, pretty alright. I mean, you don't want to do them super long or thick for the first time. Line 2, line 3. I fucked up on the middle one, as you can see. So we want to do the lines before we go in with the hearts. The hearts, I think, are kind of my favourite bit of it. And then you want to repeat it on the other side. Okay, so they look really, really bad at the moment. They're very short. They are very uneven. Also, I'm quite shaky, so it's kind of hard for me to do this as well. And then you want to go in, you want to thicken them up, and then we can do the hearts after that. I also forgot to mention this eyeliner is also from Kiko. It's their Super Color Waterproof Eyeliner. These are actually some of my favourite eyeliners in the world. As you can see, I have one on me, but also I used to have a shiny pink one. You can see how much I fucking use this. It's like pretty much dried up, but I used to use it for like my eyebrows. They are so versatile, like, products. Also, you don't want to talk whilst you're doing this, whilst you're drawing the lines on, because obviously your face moves. Okay, so they still don't look even, but that's completely fine. You now want to draw on the hearts, and this time you can do that kind of heart-like shape. So just like, I'll get some product on here again. Boop. Boop. I don't know how well you could have seen that, but yeah, and then you just want to kind of fill it out. There we go, and then you just fill it in like that. You can go over it a couple of times to make it even more opaque, but yeah, I really like it. I did it really uneven on this side, so the lines are quite further apart, so it doesn't look that great, but it's fine because it still looks really cute, and it's a really kind of unique look, I think, especially when you do the white eyeliner on the eyes. There we go. So yeah, the hearts are my favourite bit, and then obviously you want to go with highlighter. I bounce between so many different highlighters, but today I think I'm going to be using this really, really old one, the Technic Prism Rainbow Highlighter, and what I like to do is I like to take these two shades, a mix of the pink and yellow, and then I like to do that. Yeah, I normally put a white shade because it properly highlights your face, and you don't have to look shimmery. It's what I love about highlight, is that you don't have to look shiny to be highlighted. But yeah, that is the finished look, with my hair down and everything. It's so cute. I love this kind of eyeliner. I've become obsessed with it. Anything white liner, apparently, I just love. Oh shit, I forgot my lipstick. Normally I put some of the NYX Spicy lipstick, like the lipstick in the shade Spicy, but today I'm just going to use the W7 Hotshot Plumping Lip Gloss. I found out that, I think it's Essence are coming with an XXXL lip plumper, and I'm excited. Barry M, it might be Barry M actually. But yeah, you just put some lip gloss on, and yeah, I will definitely be taking photos of this, like, 'cause it's still different, but it's still so cute. But yeah, I hope you guys have liked this video. If you have, please let me know. What's your favourite part about this makeup? Mine is obviously the little hearts on the cheeks. Will you be doing this makeup? What colours would you do this makeup in? Maybe we could do like some other, like a rainbow one would look really cool. I did rainbow blush once. I might do a video doing that as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!